For me, probably the most difficult part of the invention process would be actually generating the ideas you need to come up with the invention. That itself probably took me around 3 to 4 months because coming up with ideas is not really that easy. And a lot of things already are out there, and it's hard to create a novel idea in its respective to someone else done because everything's already out there. There's a lot of things that haven't been done, but in a lot of fields of science, a lot of people have already accomplished a lot of things. So you have to be really careful of what you're doing in compared to what other persons are doing. Or if you take an idea, how are you going to enhance it, or how are you going to generate a new idea? So creating idea probably took me 3 to 4 months because I have many different ideas, and I had to choose one out of all of those ideas
What
for
were
my
some of
project.
your ideas that you discarded?
Yeah, so most of my ideas were in the environmental field because I want to do something in the environment. And a couple of my ideas was first was creating a bioplastic. There, as I said, there's a lot of plastic out there, and this is also a pollution type of pollution. And to create an alternative to plastics that I use now, I would create a bioplastic. And bioplastic is basically using biodegradable material and low cost material to create something as a substitute for plastic today. And some materials I can use for that would probably be starch and glycerin. And starch would be found in many different projects. Like you can use create a biodegradable material, a bioplastic from something such as pumpkin waste. I've seen that before, or something such as something called chitosan, which is basically the waste of shrimp or a lobster, and it's something to do with their shells. It's like some proteins in their shells called chitosan, and this can be helped in various aspects in science. It's a new field of science actually, and there's a lot of conduct research conducting for chitosan and biopolymers and bioplastics. So there's a lot of people who have created bioplastics, and actually most bioplastics have more expensive, right? Because everything has been done, but it's actually at a larger scale or more expensive. So basically, the things that environmental are now is trying to create idea that's sustainable, inexpensive, and easily able to maybe use waste and benefit two things at once, such as pumpkin waste goes, a lot of farmers are maybe use pumpkins, and that agricultural waste that they have can be benefited as they use the cost they get from pumpkin waste to benefit their lives itself. So targeting two or more problems is also a good thing in environmental solutions. And this creating a good bioplastic was an idea that was already out there, but I was trying to create something that can enhance the idea or make it more inexpensive and more available to consumers out there right now.
What was another of your discarded ideas?
Another discarded idea I had, as I said, was biofuel, but there's something other than biofuel for water management. It's called super absorbent polymers. And what super absorbent polymers actually do is they take the water that's there and they're able to easily retain it. So if such things as drought happen like that, these super absorbent polymers can be used to retain water or preserve water and be used at a different time, or you not use an excess amount of water that you don't need, which like a lot of farmers use as for irrigation systems. They use a lot of water to plant their crops and stuff like that. So using super absorbent polymers to maybe stop a lot of water gain, or use the water at a different time, or use it over a longer period of time would be a good idea. So creating super absorbent polymers was another idea, and I didn't get really into that because it's hard to do. It's more expensive as well.